April shows are really teeny.
Yeah, they're small. But anyway, man, welcome to the show, Patrick. We are with Patrick, last name again?
Hanzik.
I'm gonna butcher that. I'm so bad. I'm illiterate. But welcome to the show, man. And guys, we have Raven here.
Hi.
Yeah. And a lot of you guys know you don't see Dustin. He is going to Tokyo, so he is going to be taking a little bit of break. He is Mr. Dead, and he's going to focus on that. So we brought Raven along today. And yeah, man, so I just want to be honest, guys. Anybody who wants to get on the podcast, just message me, because he messaged me like 3 times to come on the podcast, and we got him on. Okay, so if you want to get on the podcast, please message me. But yeah, give us a little rundown, man. Why'd you come on today?
It lined up for the Tampa Pro show coming up, and then I was wanting to take a little vacation. Went to Guinea Springs and stuff, this area, and then you posted that, and I was like, hey, that might be something to do while I'm down here on vacation. So it lined up perfect. So
nice, man. And you do live up north, right? Yeah. In the Panhandle. We were talking about that. That's awesome,
right there
man.
in Pensacola.
Okay. Is it a big bodybuilding community up there?
It's growing over the years, but I feel like more towards Panama City, Destin area, those things, like it's much bigger around there. But the further you get south, the bigger it gets. So.
Got you. And you've done some competing yourself, right? How many shows have you done?
3.
Okay. And how do those go for you?
First one, probably did a 9-week prep and kind of like rushed it, but came in second, and then came in second again on my second show. And then I wanted to leave out of the area. And then I came down to, what is it? Mel Chancey's Holiday Classic.
Oh, wow. The Holiday Classic.
I remember that, yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, and like me and Elliot, like Elliot was like, all right, you're going to be great. Like, because the way I was conditioned, everything, like, respectively, just doing a show around like where I'm from,
right? I
would have walked on and got it. But we wanted more competitiveness, so we was like, let's go somewhere else. We went down south and came down here, and y'all started doing like call outs. Like it was like nationals. I was like, what is going on here? And I was like walking out, and it was like, soon as you got right where you're supposed to be, he was like, turn to the rear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As soon as you got like, not even 2 seconds later, he was like, face front. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, and he started calling off numbers, picking them out, putting us to the side. And I was like, I remember calling Elliot. I was like, dude, I was like, this was like a lot of competitors. I stood in line for like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Yeah. You chose the biggest show of the year, the Holiday Classic. And a lot of you guys don't know, Steve Weinberger head judges that early. Usually Mel Chancey will fly him down. He was the head judge of that show, right?
Yes, he was. And then I'm trying to think of his name. I think it's
David.
No, he's a Asian guy.
Tim.
Yeah.
Dude, when I stepped on stage, he like looked at me for a quick second, and I locked eyes with him the whole show.
Did you?
It was awkward.
Was it like a bromance kind of?
It was so awkward. Like I seen him looking at me, and I just remember just staring at him. He didn't like leave his eyesight off of me either. I just stared at him for like a solid minute.
That's awesome.
Definitely awkward, but it was fun. It was a good experience too.
Yeah, I think we've seen that a lot, man. Like some judges, they all have their own way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Steve is about his business. Like he just walks out. He is just moving. And I tell people at a national level, I'm like, you need to get in the pose quick. Like don't fuck around. Like get out there, get in the pose. And we've seen it multiple times.
I mean, that's kind of how the amateur show is ran this weekend at the Tampa Pro. We had a wellness girl get on stage, and they literally only quarter turned them once, and it was so fast. And my girl's routine is we kept the comparisons very basic, very clean, and she was still struggling to get into them in time before they were already rotating them. But at least we kind of knew that's how the judge was going in. So then when we had our bikini girl step on stage, like I forewarned her because we were seeing the judges do that. I said, hey, they are moving like lightning. So just like, it's also really good to know because some judges do have different paces. So if you're fortunate to compete later on and you're not the first division, I always say sneak out into the audience and kind of just get a peek at the rhythm that they're doing it. That way you have the mindset like, okay, they're a little bit slower pace. I can take my time. I can put a little bit more heart and soul into it. And then if not, like, okay, we're rushing. I'm going to have to keep this composed, but also hit my poses like spot on right away. So I always tell people to take a little peek at what the judges are doing in the morning.
Exactly. And a little thing probably people don't know is when you do a pro-am, you don't get your 30-second routine in the morning. No. So they're rushing you because they have to get the pros on by 11. Because if they don't get the pros on by 11, they're going to talk shit. Like these pros will not stop talking shit. I had my muffins at 10:30. I was supposed to step on at 11 and it was 1 o'clock when I got on stage. Like there's been a big backlash on these promoters. Like I think Florida Pro, beautiful example, right? It was their first year. They got a lot of heat from that. I don't know if you heard about that, but they got a lot of heat from athletes, man, because it took so fucking long. And when you do this pro-ams, expect to be moved fast. Expect quick. Or big shows like the Mel Chancey. If they have 200 athletes, man, they're moving you like quick.
It was like 200, and they said it was like, I remember walking up and I asked the one of the ladies of a registration up there, and I was like, how many competitors? She's like, 250 signed up. That's not counting walk-ins and like counting people who changed over into different divisions. I was like, great.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
That's a good show.
Yeah. And you got to pick and choose, man. Like if you're going to pick that show, know that you got to be looking good. You know,
like it was a great experience. Like I knew I was like, hands down, I was like good. I was ready to roll. Then like posing for me has always been like an issue for me.
Right.
So I don't like smiling. I hate it.
Why not, man?
Physique, man. Like that's the like main thing. You're supposed to get on stage, look pretty and everything. And I'm like, I don't do the smiling thing.
Yeah.
And like it's always been a struggle. But as soon as I stepped out there and it was like just it was boom. Like it was moving. I was like, I thought I didn't even get placed. It was so fast. Like I didn't know where I was moving to. And Elliot, of course, like it's a far drive, so he was back at home. But
yeah. Elliot's your coach.
Or
was?
Yeah, he was my coach.
Okay. Big Elliot, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Big boy. Yeah. I competed with him back in 2021. We were just talking about that. Yeah. I had the privilege of stepping across the same stage as that man. And he's been trying to get back to stage ever since then. He did one show, but I mean, Monster Classic, good luck. He slaughtered everyone.
Yeah. He was, and he was prepping for nationals, but then had some other things come up. And then I think I'm not sure if he's prepping right now or if he's getting ready to, but
I think he's always prepping. I don't know if you know
that dude's
he's
like
a monster.
That dude can put him in a 2-week prep, just dry him out. Like he's already dried out. Just put him on stage.
He could have jumped on stage and got it. I don't know why he doesn't do it. I actually respect that though, because a lot of athletes, man, they try to get on stage too early, and he's one of those people that he's like, if I don't look like a pro, I'm not getting on stage. A lot of people they'll chase that. We talk about all the time. They chase that card. They don't chase that pro physique. And you got to start doing that.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And I think that goes into like the mindset of like what you need to really be channeling when you're prepping.
Yep. And that's one of the top points that we kind of like put on is like most of the time bodybuilders, like it's not uncommon, but you get like something that happens in somebody's lives, they try to like find misdirection to kind of like cope with the things. Some people turn to alcohol, drugs, whatever. And then you got bodybuilders. We go in the gym and just slay ourselves and have fun with it. But it's that mindset, like you don't want to misguide yourself into a rabbit hole down the wrong path. You want to actually like focus on what's going to be the best for you, like in the long run. So like rushing into shows, wanting that pro card, like, oh, I want to show them like I'm all of this and everything else like that. So I feel like that's a big thing a lot of competitors do mess up on.
Right. What do you think is more challenging? Do you think it's the physical abuse that you go through or the mental abuse in a prep?
Man, prep's really not that bad. Like, it sounds crappy for me to say. Like, the last 2 weeks, sure, it's a struggle, but, I mean, my body's never really, like, completely shut down on me to where I'm, like, just dreading life. It's always, like, I'm ready for it to just be done with. Right. I'm more or less, like, being tired. So it's more of a mindset than it is anything else.
Right. I mean, she's been on a pretty run this year. That was a long run.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, I think it's more of a mental battle than a physical battle just because like I grew up in the gym. And I used to dance for like 8 years competitively for like 4 hours a day at school and stuff. And then with dance teams. So I'm used to like really just killing my body for a long period of time. But for me, I think it's all mental. It's the hardest part of prep. And I've seen it a lot with my clients. And it's not even just the mentality of, being disciplined and eating your food, but also the things that happen to you during prep. Like, if you have job problems, maybe you get laid off and then you're mentally struggling because you don't have the financials. And is this the right thing for you to keep doing while doing this? And you're so close to it. Or maybe you're going through relationship problems. Like prep, I literally made a reel about this and so many people reached out to me. Like prep does not stop just because you might go through a breakup. Prep doesn't stop because you have a relative that passes away. And so like you also have these other like huge life things that take a mental battle or toll on you that people don't consider when they jump into a prep because they don't know any of that is going to happen. So. And
I also think that people make excuses to cheat when shit like that happens.
Yeah.
That's the biggest fucking problem.
I mean, I've done it a time or two. So yeah, definitely like my first prep, it was always like I was going through like my first like kind of like divorce. So I was like, were
you married?
I was.
Okay.
Married for 6 years, got divorced, and then started started prep probably about 6 months after. Oh. So he's still doing a little bit of like going through the drawers thing. Yeah. Yeah. So like, it was kind of like, that's why I got into bodybuilding. Like, I'm not going to go home, drink. I'm not going to do all that. Like, hey, I love the gym. This is what I'm going to do. But I use it as an excuse though.
Yeah.
Like, here and there, going out with like buddies, going to go get a drink or something. And then I'll tell my coach like, oh, I was just going to my feelings. Like, I just needed to get out of the house, blah, blah. And he's but yeah, I think a lot of new competitors do that though. And then even seasonal competitors every now and then. So,
well, I think that's why bodybuilding is the hardest sport in the world, man, because you have to deal with life on top of staying on your plan, doing your cardio, and it sucks. Like, and let's not even talk about the PEDs that men take going through this shit. Like, your hormones are going through the fucking roof. I feel angry as hell just like walking around mostly from the diet. To me, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Okay. I did take 300 milligrams of Tren X one time. I thought I was gonna kill somebody because like, dude, the wind would blow and I was about to fight the wind. Okay. So be careful with that compound because that's really intense. But yeah, man, it's people make way too many fucking excuses when they're prepping.
Halotestin's a good one.
Really? I didn't get angry on halotest, man. I don't know.
It was probably about 2 weeks. I was like 20 milligrams a day.
Yeah.
Like, we did it 2 weeks straight, and about that last like 4 days before like show,
getting cranky,
stopping at red lights. Yeah. Nope, didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass this one.
Yep, it was fun. Tren, I never had issues with Tren though.
No,
Tren was it messed with my sleep.
What was the highest dose you went up to?
4 to 5.
Okay. 4 to 5. And you saw nothing.
Sleep and sweats.
Yeah, you were sweating. You were waking up in a pool of fucking sweat. How gross is that? It's gross.
I had to wash sheets like at least every single night, but I had like 3 sets at one point. Like, it was like changing them out, and then like on the third day, like I work at the hospital, so we do like 3-day stretches, 12-hour shifts. That third to fourth day coming up, I'm washing 3 sets of sheets. I'm like, wow, that's how it works.
I don't think people understand how like crazy you sweat when you're on Tren. Like, I'm not lying. I would have to wear a long sleeve shirt and long sleeve pants just to go to bed with no clothes, like nothing. I would just put like a blanket down, no blankets. I would wake up, and I'm not lying, I could wring the sweat, and I have another separate clothes. I'd put it back on, so like another set, and I'll wake up with that one drenched as well. So Tren sweats are a real thing, you know?
Yep.
It's tough.
Okay, but would you use the drugs as an excuse to like be mean to people? Like, I feel like this is an issue that people kind of get out of hand behavioral wise and start getting snippy with people. And they use it as an excuse. But I feel like if you're going to take those things, you kind of have to keep yourself in check and not, take it out on others.
So I'll tell you guys a little story, right? When I was younger, I did my first cycle with one of my best friends, right? We did 500 milligrams of test. I did it probably 3 weeks earlier than him. So I was like on it for a little bit. And if he finally decided I want to do it with you, fine. So I did my shot. No big deal. Went to the gym. Fine. I really felt no fucking different. I mean, I got crazy pumps, but I didn't really let it change me because I kind of knew this motherfucker does one shot. Dude, I'm so angry. This shit makes me feel so angry. So that's when I realized, man, that it's more of a mindset thing. It is. You have to control your mind. Like, that's just what it is. Now, when prep gets hard, you're going to snap. And it's not based on the fucking drugs. I've coached natural competitors that are going through the same shit that I go through. So that's when I realized it's a lot more about the diet, the cardio, the wear and tear on the body, and way more than the drugs.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like it's who that person is before they even touch those drugs too, though.
Exactly.
Like for me, like I'm a very we're in the hospital for a reason. I like helping people, stuff like that. When I start taking Tren, I get a little bit more more affectionate type of like giving way. And I notice, I'm like, damn, like I'm simping right now. Like, what am I doing? Like, for real, I'm serious. I'm simping right now.
I've been staying away from men on Tren. Maybe we should change our
girl. We got some simps over here, man.
Yeah, hey, it gets she
needs a simp too. So.
It gets bad, and then but I think it's a mindset of who that person is. Like, it just enhances that personality.
No, it does.
It really does. Like, you give somebody that's straight up just like an asshole. Like, you give him tests, you give him training, you're gonna enhance that personality. And next thing you know, you're just much different. Like, no, he's just more of an asshole. Like, you got to see it coming. But 100%. A lot of people, they kind of recognize the signs a little bit too late. Sometimes if they are taking Tren, it doesn't they seem fine, but then that 1 week is just bad for them. Yeah. So.
And I think they do use it as an excuse to be mean.
Yeah. It is I'm
on Tren. I'm going to be an asshole.
Yeah. I was talking to a friend of mine. She had whatever issue she had going on, but she was talking about her previous boyfriends being on Tren and stuff, and how much they changed and everything, but they use that as an excuse. And it's now, for example, men or women will be like, what PEDs are you taking? You mentioned Tren, 90% of them they're locked, they're running for the hills, man. You ain't getting a shot. So it's it's crappy for like the dudes who know what they're doing. And like, then it's like, but it's a bad rep that bodybuilders get too though. And it's like a slap in the face at the same time. Cause this isn't
100%.
like what this industry is about. And it's just like growing. So it's more common. So.
Is it more attractive or less attractive if a man takes tren?
I
actually got told it was more attractive. Like 2 days, the girl was like, she said talking about training. I was like, yeah, I'd take like a little bit of it. And then I took a break off of it. And she was like, I think men are like toxic when they're on tren. Then like the next thing she was like, but then again, it's attractive. And I was like, make your mind up.
I'm taking tren. What do you think?
I will say that I do avoid the bodybuilders. Like I can tell, like I can just look and be like, yeah, he's on shit, not gonna go there. Or like if it's someone I'm kind of iffy about, I'll be like, hey, like, what do you run? Like, what's your normal? What's going on? And I do like, I don't want to stereotype, but I do try to stay away from that just because I have seen some other girls in relationships with that and it can get really bad. Like a mental abuse, sometimes physical stuff that I have seen other people go through with their partners. And I'm not saying that's everybody, but I just feel like they could be using that as an excuse to do that, but it's something I stay away from. But then I understand her coming back and saying it's kind of like she's kind of into it because like I do want a man with muscles, but I don't want a man that's gonna rage out on me and like, you know.
So you want a typical TRT man, you know, like it's a little bit big but not too big.
Yeah, like you know if you look at someone, you'd be like, they could be naughty, but they could be on something.
Got it. Got it. So if you're too big, guys, Raven is not the guy for you. But it's okay.
I don't know. You could change my mind.
You could change your mind. Okay. No, that's fine. But it is so true though, man. A lot of women like don't, if they even know you're taking stuff, they just will run for those. And what I've found, I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like the big you get, me and Rudy went, wait till the podcast. I mean, really, well, you guys have already seen the podcast of Rudy, but we went heavily on this because it will be coming up for this episode. But the bigger you get, the less girls you get. Unless like you niche down, like if you like Tommy, he's a monster. Like Sydney loves the gym. She loves that look. So they work well together. But the normal woman doesn't want somebody as big as these bodybuilders. Well,
why is that? What usually happens when somebody gets really big?
I don't know. You tell me. What happens?
I just feel like, you know, then other things get smaller.
That is a misconception.
Yeah, that is a very misconception.
That is a misconception.
Well,
let's
maybe
be honest.
you need to set the people right. I don't know. That's just what I assumed, you know, like guys who drive big trucks.
Yeah. I drive a big truck, but
do you drive a Nissan?
No.
Do you drive a black car now?
Yeah, black car.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
It's a Toyota.
Did you pull it behind a Jeep earlier?
No.
Somebody like ran over a curve. I was trying to like
probably this one.
Yeah. I was like watching it happen. So I like pulled up a little closer to your truck.
I'm behind a red car.
I like pulled up like close to your truck as this person's like sitting on the curb like this, like trying to park. And I was just watching. I was like, yeah, I'm like pulling up for you, but all right.
But let's get back to it, man. Okay, because I actually want to talk about it. I want to clear the air up here. So what do you think gets smaller when you take stuff?
I don't know.
Do you think like the penis gets smaller? Or do you think
exactly. That is what I was saying without saying it, man.
All right, well, I'll be honest. So all right, that's complete false. If
but
anything,
you're also not as big as the guys that I'm thinking about.
That's fucked up. See, she's ripped me apart. That's fucked up. Okay, so no, for one, it does nothing, guys, women. It does absolutely nothing to your penis. Let's be honest, right? It does some stuff to your balls, though. Okay, I think it does probably make your balls a little bit smaller.
It does because
it stops your
It just stops the natural production of like testosterone. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna have the issue, but like it's like weird, but it's like. I start to notice it, then I'm like, I don't notice it.
Yeah.
It's like hit and miss, like different weeks. I'm like the normal size. And I'm like, oh shit, what the hell is this? So it's like, it does mess with the testicles though.
No, but it makes the dick bigger. Let's just be honest, right? Okay. Because
the blood flow.
It's blood flow, guys. Okay. The only reason why the dick even gets big, I'm gonna be honest, is from the blood flow. So if there's more blood flow, you could gain 3 inches. Like, so let's be honest, men, let's go. All you natties out there, you're messing up. You got a small wiener, you got to get on some tests. But anyway, let's bring it back. So some crazy stuff happened, right, at the Nationals here in Vegas, okay? Crazy stuff happened. I want to get into it. The whole bodybuilding community raged on it. I want to get my own take on it. The fucking audacity of these goddamn promoters that are charging $600 for a Backstage pass.
Oh, yeah.
It is fucking embarrassing. It's disrespectful to the athletes. It's disrespectful to the coaches in this sport. And I don't know who the hell is a promoter. I do, but I won't say names. I don't know who the promoter is of that show, but he needs to check himself and understand that is like the biggest slap on the face to this industry. Second thing, guys, can we for 2 seconds cut the fucking white shit off of the pro cards? Like Raven here turned pro at Junior Nationals, and she had a beautiful red pro card. Okay.
Yeah.
And then they go over here to Vegas, which is really expensive, by the way.
I've seen those pro cards.
They can't even cut the borders off, bro.
It looks so cheap.
So can we rant on that for a second?
They charge you $600 for Backstage pass.
I'm not paying it because I would never, ever give somebody that much money.
Like, how much do the fucking competitors even play? Like,
okay.
It depends per show.
$400. It was $400.
Okay, well, that was more.
Outrageous.
I've seen national shows where one entry for a class can range anywhere from 300 up to about 400.
Max 400 though.
Yeah,
usually 350. I think.
Yeah, usually I think I only paid 325.
Yeah.
Texas is like 375 this year.
Yeah,
but like that's a big show. That's a massive show.
Yep.
Like
I've paid 375, but the thing that really gets me is that the Backstage pass that you're paying for, there's only a small area you can work with your athletes. It's not like you can even be over there when they're getting lined up and actually giving them that help when they're pumping up before stage and giving them those last minute words of wisdom. It's literally you're just waiting there all day in the back with them. And then that time that you really need to be with them, they're in a different zone that you can't even go over and really start coaching them. So you have to prep them before you actually leave them and you paid all that money. But like, I get it because then it weeds out the people who aren't actually coaches.
$600 though?
yeah, but like
But there needs to be some other like credibility to like where we can lower the price and make sure that only credible people are going back there.
Because it is like a big slap in the face of the coaches. Because it's like you're at a national show, like you're like you have to be a decent coach, or you're just gifted and you got lucky with some like kid that's like just naturally just gifted to be walking on a national show. So it's like you put that work in to coach that person. So it's like. You're telling me I got to pay $600 to sit on Backstage?
Yeah.
Like, no. Like, that's fucking outrageous.
And a lot of athletes, I think, want their coaches backstage. Yeah. And a lot of athletes are struggling. This is a sport where I would say 85% of people struggle with finances in the sport. Like, straight up. Yeah,
you have to, like,
85%.
I don't care. Like, I remember my last prep for the Mel Chancey one. I had like $5-6 grand put away just for the show.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the show, I was still like financially, I was like, what the fuck? Damn, I got to figure this out, this. I got to pick up extra for work. And I'm like, dude, I just spent $6 grand. I'm still struggling. Like financially, like food wise, like I'm spending $200 like every 4 days.
Right.
There's no like, you can go the cheap route, eat chicken and stuff like rice. But me, I'm just like a bougie ass dude. I like eating my steak and my shrimp. Like, so I step out of it, but it's expensive as hell.
And I just think that, man, this is just something I'm so passionate about, dude, because when we went to, let's go to like Junior USA's, I think it was. It's a 2-day show, right? When you buy a Backstage pass there, you get it for 2 days, right? You spend $300 or $250, but it's good for 2 days. Vegas, these fucking people, I'm sorry, pieces of shit. You go there, you pay $600. Guess how many days I'll last you?
You only get it for that
one fucking day, bro.
So if you have multiple athletes,
you're paying a fucking mortgage just to go backstage.
You are paying a mortgage to go backstage. And how disrespectful is that? Like, they're going to have to switch that. Like, that is so fucking messed up. And even Universal, I got to be honest, man, Universal was really expensive. Like, not only are these tickets $120, right? They were charging, I think it was for like a platinum. There was like platinum, VIP, then regular.
You had to have VIP in order to get the Backstage pass.
It was something stupid like that, right? And also when you buy the Backstage pass, it's only good for 1 day. So I spent over $1,000 on tickets and Backstage passes for 3 days of that show. And I'm a coach, man. And like, you got to think, if you're paying me $250 a month, right? I know you can't afford it. Okay. That's 4 months of coaching that I just paid for Backstage passes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
how does that make sense?
I think it's kind of like what she hit on, like the credibility of like weeding out people who do go back there. But even at shows I have been at, like, and even competed at, like, it's always maybe like your significant other and your coach that you want back there.
Yeah.
Like anything else. Now, if you're trying to bring your family and stuff like that back there, like 3-4 different people, like, no, like, it's kind of like obvious to set that point and just be like looking around and just being like one of the promoters can walk back there and be like, hey, like, you're only allowed like 2 people back here.
Right.
Well, that's another thing that you brought up that I just remembered that happened at a show earlier is not only was there a Backstage pass being offered for coaches, but this particular show we're selling like significant other Backstage passes. And it was pissing me off because I was like trying to talk to an athlete, but then there's a boyfriend, a husband, a wife right here talking. I'm like, hey, I need to zone in with my athlete. My athlete's about to get in stage. You have no idea what they need to do. Like, why are you back here?
Or
Why are
they're
you
asking
taking
you.
Up, yes, why are you taking
asking
up
a bunch
space?
of questions and everything else.
Yes, it would be great to have a significant other backstage, but I don't think that's the time and place to have a significant other. Like, and I don't know if you remember what show it was, but the backstage was extremely small and overcrowded already. I get they were trying to make some extra money, but I don't think that's an appropriate area to have a significant other backstage in that moment. Like
Yeah.
This to me is like how many, like for like Pensacola, for instance, like the shows are kind of smaller, obviously. Like that's how it is. So like when they do the extra little buy-ins and stuff, I'm like, kind of get it where they're coming from because they have to actually like pay for like something else to come up next. Down here, like if you got bigger shows and stuff and they're just like trying to money hungry pocket it and stuff, like, and you got another show promoting like in another month and you're about to make more money off of it, like at the same time it's like it's turning into like a greedy sport than it is to like it's just taken away from everything that's like over the years it's just changing.
Yeah. So. Well, I think that, I know that they have to make money, right? Yeah. These people, you don't understand like how much money these people have to pay just to open a show. Yeah. So the normal shows, I don't really care about, right? Like the normal shows, charge me $150 for a Backstage pass. I think Mel Chancey charge like $100 or $150. Dude, I'll pay that all fucking day. No problem. Because I love Mel Chancey. I love Holly. I love Tim. I love David. I have no problem paying $150. Even $200 is fine. I'm okay with that.
You can like read into that type of like Mel Chancey, for instance. Never met the dude a day in my life. Never even like seen him on like Instagram or anything till I like came down to Mel Chancey. Then I'm like looking at him and I'm like, this dude's different. Like this dude is different. Like this isn't like
he's a good guy.
This isn't some like show promoter coming in with like some like slacks and stuff. Like this is. I was like, and then I started looking into him and hearing him like his talk, his little podcast stuff. I'm like, you can tell that like I wouldn't mind paying too, like you just said, because you can kind of like read who that promoter is. Like. He's going to give it back in some way.
Exactly.
Oh,
it's kind of like he's going to make it in his show, like hands down, like that venue he had and everything, like it was better than the Tampa Pro. Like, come on now. Like his that NPC show is better than the Tampa Pro, hands down, like 10 times better. I was like, this is like worth, like I tell everybody who's like asking me if I'm going to compete again, like around that area, I'm like, no, I'll never compete up there again. Like I'm going to travel like to Texas or I'm traveling down south to Florida.
So why do you think it is then? Because I used to go up there all the time. And like when I would go up there, they'd be like 45 athletes. And you said there was 20 at the last show?
It was.
Why do you think they've downsized so much?
So the Panhandle last year, I don't know how it was this year, but like I said, it was like, it's honestly the venue. Like I think it's the venue. Like, because they used to do it in Fort Walton.
I could talk about the venue.
Like
I've been that show.
Like Fort Walton, like the convention centers where they do the Rock Hard, where they did the Panhandle and stuff.
Yeah.
Like great venue. Yeah. It was awesome. But then they started changing it to like high schools and stuff.
Yeah.
Then I went to the Riptide one. Like I love the promoter. I know the promoter and them. Like they do great. They changed it to a hotel, different like scene and stuff finally. But dude, there was no AC back there. Yeah. I was sweating my tan off. I couldn't even like get a pump. I was afraid to like get up and walk for a second. And I was just like drenching in sweat. And I was like, this is terrible. Like,
or it's too cold. Like when I competed in April, it was still freezing at that time. I don't know how the hell it was cold, but it's way up north, right? And I remember because I get there and it was a high school, and like you had to walk like far. It was like the locker rooms. You have to walk in the freezing cold, fucking after getting glazed to go. I think I don't want that show, but all the way to it just didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So they have some work to do up there, man.
Yeah, it's definitely different, but hopefully it changes. But like I said, down here it's a whole lot better.
Yeah, no, if you want to compete, you already know. And honestly, I have to say this all the time. We have the best judges.
Yeah, the judges down here, they're great. And they're consistent. I like having the same judges because we know like how to pick our athletes for them. It gets weird when you start to travel and you have different judges because it is a subjective sport. But at least when we have consistent judges, we kind of know what they like in our area. It gets a little weird when we travel out of state and they like something completely different in another state.
Yeah. But like even like Dustin's first show, man, we did up north. We got absolutely rocked at that show. Like there's no way in hell we should not have, even me and Raverson, like there's no way. So that's when we decided like be really careful when you travel. We're going to have to do the same thing with you. But I think it's a little different in bikini. Like bikini, I feel like, is a little different, I think.
I feel like for bikini pro shows, I feel like they fly the same judges almost to all the shows. So like when you get on the pro level, like depending on where you're going, find the set of judges that like your look, and if they don't like your look, change it. You know what I mean? Like there's one of two options you can do there.
Exactly. And then you'll see, man, as you grow, like the judges are going to notice you. They're going to know who you are. They're going to see you, and they'll reward you if you're good, and they'll fucking hammer you if you're coming off.
Oh yeah.
And I think the same thing, to be honest, the same thing happened with Dustin at the show the other week. Like we came in off, like he came in off. So when he stepped on stage, they gave him, he let guys beat him that should never have beat him. It should never have happened. But they probably did that to prove a point. Like, hey, you can't just walk on here and think we're going to reward this. We've already seen you at your best. So that's where we're at with her is like, we once we show up, we got to be consistent. Like you have to bring that consistency, because if David sees her one week or Tyler, right, and the next week she comes in and she's sloppy, it's not going to work. They're going to hammer you.
Yep. Yep. That's why I kind of like the Panhandle, like that area, like those judges and stuff. Like it was just different. Like it's.
Do you not like those judges?
No.
Because I actually do. I actually kind of disagree on that, because I actually kind of like them a little bit. I don't know.
There's like
they like conditioning, so I bring conditioning.
I hate.
Matt likes conditioning.
I was getting beat by kids. Like my conditioning, like for my first show, like I got his name is Nick. Me and him's actually good buddies now, but he's an OCB guy.
Okay.
So like my first show was like a 9-week little prep, conditioned, everything was good. I had like 40 pounds on the kid, but posing, and then they were like conditioning, and I'm like, what do you mean conditioning? Like. Come on now, there's like got to be a little fine medium between like size and conditioning, because it's like you like, for instance, like conditioning, you can take 3 more weeks off, get shredded. Like if you're already at a show, take another 3 weeks off and get even more shredded. You ain't gonna gain 10 pounds of muscle in 3 weeks though. So it's like, who's gonna be ready for that next level quicker?
Yeah.
Like who's gonna be like more like not gonna get like who's gonna make it first call outs? Is it going to be the kid that's like a pencil shredded out? Or is it going to be the dude that's like conditioned, could get a little bit more, but he's also got like way bigger size?
Well, I think I got to respect the judges, man. You know what I'm saying? Because conditioning is king.
It is.
And if you come in off, you're going to lose to people that are half the size because of conditioning.
But the thing is, you could be overly conditioned where you're not highlighting. Like we saw this at my national show. My feedback was I was almost too conditioned at my first national show. And I do. Listen, I came back. I'm telling you, they told me that I was too conditioned. So we came back.
Well, they technically said that you were perfect conditioning. You know what I'm saying? But they said you can't push it.
Slightly too much conditioning. Anyway, we went back to the drawing board, ate a crap ton of carbs, came back about like a pound or 2 heavier, more fullness. And then we got the pro card. But sometimes too much conditioning can take away the fullness, especially specifically in bikini and the glute.
For sure.
It's okay to be like a pound or 2 heavier if it's helping your overall look, like fullness wise. But sometimes there are judges that just, they don't like a hard,
bikini look. Yeah. Here's a big topic, and I need people to understand this, everybody. So we're going to use Raven for an example here. Okay.
I'm nervous.
We look at the back pose, right? In the first show with Raven, her glutes killed this girl's. Killed it. I don't give a shit who says what. I don't care what judge says what. I don't fucking believe you. Okay, I don't believe you. So when we go backstage, you're like, oh, you need more full glutes. Okay. So what I did, of course, as a coach, I compare first and second, right? I'm like, full glutes. So I'm like, dude, her glutes are twice the fucking size. So when a judge critiques you, and this is super important, when a judge critiques you, they're not comparing you to somebody else. They're only looking at your physique. So just because this girl beat her, there could have been other things that went on, right? Maybe her better posing, maybe she had a better front post, whatever. But when their judges tell you, athletes, do not go on there and compare yourself to who beat you, because that's not what the judges are doing. They're not comparing you to the person who beat you. They're comparing you to you. So they're saying, hey, Raven, I want to see you with bigger glutes. I want to see you with bigger shoulders, or whatever the heck the case may be. And a lot of athletes are like, well, I've done the same shit. I do it all the time.
Yeah,
all the fucking time. They're like, oh yeah, you need to be more. I never actually. I've honestly never heard more conditioning. But let's just say hypothetically, right? You need to be more conditioning, or you need to be more size. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, look at who you rewarded over this. My guy was twice as big. He was twice as conditioned. Why is this guy winning? And they never have an answer for me. But they're looking at you. And so athletes need to stop thinking that. It's not you versus the competition. They're literally judging your physique.
Well, yeah. So like in a bikini aspect, they're looking at each individual, and it's not necessarily who has better glutes in the lineup. It's whose glutes best match their overall size. Are they proportionate to their rear delts and shoulders coming up for them? The back. It's not like who has a little bit more quad and a better hourglass shape. It's who has the best hourglass shape on their personal structure, because especially when you get to a pro level, and we found that out when I did like a mini pro debut, like in my A class, I had great proportions, but compared to tall girls, like my proportions now have to get even better to like stand out against them. But it is really like it's very individualized.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, but how many times do we hear it though? Like athletes leave the stage, they post up screenshots. Oh, I killed this girl in the back pose. What is? They say I need more glutes. Look at this, and I've done it the same thing. I pretty much did it for you. I'm not gonna lie. Like but then after her show, I really truly started understanding that it's not about that. So athletes need to understand that when a judge gives you feedback, it's for you. Don't be comparing yourself to other people. Don't be worried about who fucking beat you. Yeah. That doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, no, I reached out by Steve, is his name, right? The head of lifting judge that was down there.
Steve, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He gave me my critiques, and he was like, he didn't say anything was wrong, didn't he? He was like, just nothing kind of like really stood out.
Yeah.
He's like, with body ratio, he said everything was good. He was like, but nothing stood out. He was like, it was like, you look great, but nothing just stood out. That was my feedback. And I was like, well, shit. I was like, what do I need to do here? Yeah. I was like, how do I change this? And then my other critique was, dang, I can't think of his name. He's like a taller white guy.
Leo, maybe? Leo? David? David's a little short. Sorry, David. We love you, brother.
Maybe Leo.
But it was just back thickness. But that was my like feedback. And then it's kind of like what you just said. Like it was kind of like that mindset that I started having. Like I was getting pissed off, like losing to kids that like looked like this kid just stepped out of swimming pool, been swimming his whole high school career, and he just beat me out. And I was like, this is getting. But now men's physique is starting to go to like, get tighter board shorts. Your legs better be popping out. Yes. So it's like, I love that now. So it's like, it's standing apart. Like it's going to differentiate a lot than like a lot of people who just like skip leg days. Yeah. Like, sorry, buddy, now it's not happening. Your board shorts coming loose, you're probably getting kicked over. So
yeah, I think every single division has their own little wants, but they all have a look. You know what I'm saying? Like they have a look. If you go out there, man, and you're miserable, you're not fucking smiling, you're ruining, you're losing anyway just by doing that. When you see, go look at the Olympia. Who the fuck's not smiling in Olympia, bro? You have to go. Ryan Terry, he comes out there, hits that smile. It's beautiful. He's like a freaking god. You know what I'm saying? He has that men's physique look, that charisma when you walk across that stage. Yeah. So when he said to you, maybe that's just what it was. It was like, you just got to go back and reinvent yourself, right? Yeah. Maybe you need to start enjoying the process. I mean, Natalia, we lost the first show and doing figure because she just didn't smile. She went out there and just angry. Like judges don't want to see that, man.
Yeah, that's kind of like where, kind of like one of the topics I like told you about was like how to like really enjoy the process of it. Like really actually like be happy with it and enjoy it instead of just like being pissed off and angry and like thinking of everything to like past things, like things that are irritating you, like life situations or whatever, kind of like learn to like empty that before you actually step on. Right. And just like actually enjoy it instead of just like carrying just baggage out. So, but.
I mean, do you enjoy hours of cardio and dieting?
Well, on my part, I only had 15, 30 minutes of cardio this go round. So I was chilling. But I think this comes back to like the mindset thing that as long as you keep it like you versus you, I think that you are able to kind of empty that load off and go and have fun. The minute that you make it about you versus some other people, we have seen our athletes do it backstage. They saw somebody, they got in their heads. They were no longer, okay, let me just bring my best package. It was, well, I look like crap compared to this person that's about to go on, but they've never seen them pose. They have no idea if they're going to be able to hit their front pose very well, if they're going to smile on stage, if they're going to do good or they're going to do bad, if the judges are even going to like them. But they're already in their head because they're no longer like, it's me bringing the best package I've ever brought. Now it's me against this lady and I don't even know her name. Like, we see it time and time again. And I think it's really hard to enjoy the process if it's not a me versus me mindset. And that's kind of what I did this year. Like, I didn't really research who was going to these national shows. Like, I didn't want to know because I feel like that would ruin the process and would ruin like my presence on stage.
I mean, I kind of like agree, but I disagree a lot. Like, as in, like, I like being competitive. Like, there's at the end of the day, it's a competitive sport. Like, we all want to like be better for ourselves, but like, you gotta have like the motivation to do it and the strive to do it. So it's like we get on stage and like we can individualize on like being better on like how they see us. But let's be honest, if there's somebody that's like men's classic physique and some like men's physique dude who's never done legs, like, and he steps on stage and they're like, one dude might be like, oh, he's proportioned great, but is he going to win? Probably not, because this dude's like been building his legs for years. So it's kind of like you versus you, me versus me. It's kind of like, I don't know, it takes away that competitiveness almost to it. I feel like it just like, it takes away that like hunger for it. Right. But to enjoy the process, just like you said, you have to like eliminate on looking up who's coming to the show. Because I used to do that. And then I didn't do it at Mel Chansey. Mm-hmm. And it helped a whole lot better for prep. Yeah. But then again, like, I didn't lose that fight though. Like, as in, like, I am stepping on stage with other people.
I think you just individually need to know what drives you. Like, for you, you're driven by a little friendly competition, where some other people, like, we have clients that they don't care about the competition. They're just happy to lose weight and, you know, be there and do it for fun. So I think it is, but like, if the competitiveness gets in your head to the point where you don't enjoy it, then something's wrong. Yeah. So like, I do agree with your disagreeing with me, but
there's a fine line. It's like one of those things you have to find like a happy medium for. So it's like, you have to figure it out for yourself. Honestly, it's like, you can't really like persuade anyone into one certain direction. It's going to have to be that one mindset that's going to be like a happy balance.
Yeah. So I agree.
I'll tell you right now, you know, I disagree with both of y'all. Okay. I think that this sport is not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard, right?
It is.
There is no fucking enjoying bodybuilding. Like, you could try your best, but when you bust your ass and you're doing hours of cardio or whatever, I mean, honestly, I've never had anyone do like over an hour and a half, but whatever. When you're doing the cardio and your food's getting low and your conditioning's getting low and your body's pulling that food, it takes a different monster, man, to come out, like, and not cheat and to really push through. And I found enjoyment in killing myself. Like, that's the only enjoyment. And I tell everyone, like, the only thing you should look forward to is just getting absolutely peeled out of your fucking mind. There's no enjoying this shit. Like, that's my personal opinion. Okay. And I don't think anyone enjoys dieting, enjoys doing massive amount of cardio and bringing your fucking body to near death. But there's a sense of satisfaction at the end when you have that body. Like, and I out conditioned fucking everybody. I did the work. Like, you can't take that shit from me. And I suffered and I went through, I'm totally fine going through the suffering. But guess what? Retatrutide here now. Okay. There's no more suffering.
Dude, these peptides have changed
There's no more suffering, guys. God. Okay. Peptides are here now. They're going to save you. It's not like the old days.
Dude, BAM 15.
What is it?
BAM 15.
I haven't heard of that.
Dude, oh my.
What is it?
Dude, it's like like semaglutide and all of them. Like, dude, it's like their uncle, like their big uncle.
Well, that's pretty much what retatrutide is. It's the number one right now. Dude, it's like, honestly amazing.
I think modern aminos and stuff like that carry it. Is what I used. Dude, eating suppressed. Like, dude, I did not like care about eating.
Yeah.
Like, it was like crazy. I had to like set timers on. Mm-hmm. And this was like the peak week. I should be starving. Yeah. Like, no, I'm sitting there like having to, I worked in the hospital, like in the ER. So it's like, I'm walking 15 miles a day, like in the ER itself, plus my hour of cardio. Yeah. And then I'm sitting there like, I'm not hungry. Like, what am I doing right here? I have to like force down food. Yeah. So these peptides and stuff came.
And people don't understand how, like, this is the future. You know, like, peptides are literally, they say they're starting to make peptides that are going to, like, take over steroids. Like, you won't even need to do tests anymore. Like, they're going to be that
IGF
powerful.
And stuff like that now. Like, you can replace HGH all day long.
Like, well, they've been having IGF for a long time, but there's like other ones that are coming out, dude, that are like scary, like super soldier type fucking stuff. It's almost like it's going to stop. Like, your body has this limit where it's going to grow. They're making peptides to just stop it. Like, you can grow as big as you fucking want.
Yeah, it's
like,
they're changing genetically. Like, it's getting to that point. It's getting wild.
And yeah, and as far as like the retatrutide, like, I mean, you guys aren't talking my shit, but you still got to do the cardio. Mm-hmm. You still got to fucking cook your food. You still got to get your ass up out of bed and go do the posing. Like, it gives it a little bit easier, right? But it's still so hard, man. That's what I'm saying. You're not really going to, if you do the prep properly, there's not much enjoyment besides killing yourself and just wanting to fucking win, you know? Yeah.
It was those moments like after like fasted cardio and stuff, like when you get that, they call it like a runner's high almost, but you're so depleted and so dead and you take like that 5-10 minute breather, like maybe don't pass out, but you take a nap and then you wake up and you feel like 20 times better. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is, but that feeling of like being hungry on the Stairmaster where I can like tighten my abdomen up. I can feel my like rib cage and my spine almost touching together. Mm-hmm. So it's like that feeling to me is like drove me. It was like great. Yeah. It was like, now I know like I'm getting there. So.
Yeah, I feel that. Sometimes I would just randomly during the day, I would like pinch my stomach and I would have people be like, are you okay? Like, does your stomach hurt?
So
I was
body
like,
dysmorphia
no, I was just seeing how much more fat I had to lose. And they're like, what? And I was like, well, I need to pinch myself before my coach pinches me. Like, this is to remind myself how far I've come, but like how much more I got to go. Because if he pinches me, I'm going to deck him.
I usually do that. And I don't even think I do it. Like, I do it like day one. I'll walk up and I'm like, all right, we got some more.
He's like, you're fat.
My first coach did that to me, man. It was so bad. I was like, he used to come up, do my back pose, and of course the back's going to squish in together. He would just come up and grab the love handle and just start doing that. He's like, and I'm like, dude, Like I was just in my head, I didn't do it. I was like, dude, my second show, I went to get critiques, and there was like my shorts I had on were just too tight, and like it just brought up a little bit, and I like it was like the big size thing came in, and like the dude who like beat me out, and I came in second. I was like, he was talking about my front and like my back pose, my lats, whatever. I was like, dude, I swallowed this kid. What are you talking about? I should have did a back pose in front of him, like right there in my critique. And he like reached down. This dude, the judge, did it. And my coach was standing right there in front of me. And he knew in my head, like he knew I hated it with a passion. That dude did it. And I just like sat there and then like I felt it touch me. I was like, I'm never coming back to the show. Like, I cannot do that. Like it was the most,
done with that shit.
It was the most demeaning, like, but it's like the anger, like knowing that that is fat. More. That's fat.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing I can do about it besides I can't go back in the future. I mean, the past and change it. It's like those things right there that like piss people off. It's a good, it's a driving thing. Like my coach tells me I'm fat and I'm like, no, I'm not fat. And he comes up and he finds a way to tell me I'm fat. It's a different story. Like I'm going to get pissed off and I'm going to go do some cardio.
Right. Yeah. I do that a lot, man.
It's great.
You know what? And I'll tell you from a coach's point of view, like I personally do it because when you pinch skin, sometimes it's just water. Like a lot of the times, guys, when you're in shape and I pinch it, it's just fucking water. Like, but sometimes there's some fat there. And like for men, we hold our fat there. Like that's just, no matter how peeled you are, go grab Ned Walker, bro. I guarantee you there's gonna be some fat on the back, even though that man is fucking peeled to the bone, right? Derek Lunsford, same thing. There's gonna be some fat, but there's a difference, right? Like I know how far I could push an athlete. Like women, dude, most of the time they're fucking, there's no fat back there. There's like her, when she was there, it was nothing. It was just skin, paper. And that's also a way for me to tell like how much water I have to pull.
Yeah, like
you, especially like leading in.
Once you like, for me, like once it comes down to like depletion, I'm like done pretty much. Like there's no more conditioning. It's pretty much just peeling water off. So it's like that thin feeling compared to actually like that subcutaneous fat. Like that type. There's a difference feeling when you can grab the skin and actually tell. So it took me a while to like learn it because my coach he'd always like, oh, that's just water weight. Oh, that's fat. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? How can you tell? But then I started like messing around during the day. I might grab my stomach. I'm like doing this and I'm like depleting water. Then my skin just feels like paper thin. I'm like, that's what he's talking about. Okay.
Yeah. And now there's no more fat. And people don't understand this too. Like when you feel your stomach, you're going to feel little balls and that's your fat breaking up. So that's a good thing. Like you want to break up your fat and then it just disappears. And like you want to be paper thin towards the end. But so what are some things, man, you did in the first prep that you know were not good and that you knew you could have did better? You knew you could have did differently with food, with other things. Give us a little rundown.
Sleep. That's the biggest thing that I've learned. Like me personally, I've taken out Tren recently and my sleep has gotten better, 20 times better. So I'm able to sleep 8 hours a night.
Do you have a show coming up?
I'm not too sure if I'm going to start. So I had like a cardiac issue that happened. So I took 4 months off. So I had to like literally not go to the gym, not do cardio and stuff.
Right.
So 4 months like set me back heavy. But I was wanting to do Texas Nationals, but that's a lot of growing to go. Yeah. But it's sleep, man, recovery. I think that's the biggest thing a lot of competitors do not understand. Because we're not honest with our coach, honestly. Like me personally, I didn't tell my coach I was sleeping 2-3 hours a night. Like, yeah, I slept great. And like, that's all he knew. Like, he was like, okay, you're sleeping good, really, truly. I'm running Tren. I'm like, I'm not sleeping. I'm like sitting there in the middle of the night, just can't, like, thoughts just going everywhere.
Right.
But now, getting that sleep, dude, I've grown way better. Like, just off of just rest and self. And I'm running, like, barely any test right now. It's just test and master and a little bit of but
nice.
So I think rest is like the biggest takeaway.
Okay. So no like Diet Cokes and shit? Like no like cheating and nothing like that?
No, the cheating thing, I never, like Ellie didn't give me a cheat meal.
Oh, I know him.
He gave me on my birthday because I was going to do Monster Classic with him.
Okay.
And that's well before Mel Chancey. Like, dude, I got peeled to the bone. I was doing like 2 hour, I think I was doing 90 minutes in the morning, about 90 minutes in the evening.
Wow.
Just
Can you imagine
cooking,
how much cardio?
cooking, going and going. And I was like, he told me, he was like, you're ready. Like, but he was like, I want to like put size on you now. Like, let's build you in a little bit more. So we took a step back, but he gave me a cheat meal on my birthday. That was it. That's the only cheat meal I had him in probably about a year I had him.
So wait, so he put you on all that cardio, all that stuff, and there was no show in mind? You didn't have any show?
The Mel Chancey after that one.
Okay. But, so you were doing, but that means that you were doing that shit for like 6 months away from the show. So what was the thought process of doing, I'm not here to, whatever, I just want to know. What's the thought process of doing 2.5 or 3 hours of cardio, every day in the off season?
It wasn't really like it changed once we wanted to do the Mel Chancey show. It dialed way completely down.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But leading up to the Monster Classic, it was like 60 to 90 minutes.
Is it because you guys were thinking about doing that show?
Yeah, like he was wanting, like we had it set up and everything, and then he was like, I think you're good. He was like, but I rushed into it. Like I wanted to do it, gave him a late notice heads up on it. So we rushed into it. That's why it was heavy cardio. Yeah. And then like I just shrunk too much. And he was like, I think you'll do great. He's like, but I want to be 1,000% good.
Yeah.
So he's like, let's push out, look for a later show, dial back on the cardio and like fill you out. Because right now it's just like a raisin. So.
Right. Yeah. I mean, how many times do we get clients, man, that we should have pushed their shows, you know? Yeah. We get a lot of clients like that.
We get a lot of clients. Well, also the issue is clients will come to us like a few weeks out before a show because they want to switch coaches or they were coaching themselves. And then like we'll try to take them on to like help them, but they don't understand there's only so much we can do. Like if you're already eating bare minimum food, if you're already doing hours of cardio, if you're already taking, some enhancements to try to help get that weight off, there's only so much more we can do. Like sometimes it's more like looking at those little things, like you said, sleep. How much sleep are we getting? Are we getting enough sleep to actually recover and see some progress? Are our stress levels reduced enough to have like actual progress happening? Like I just don't think people really understand that you really need to start with a coach a lot sooner. But then there are some times where you come to a coach and you're like, I want to do the show. It's really close, and they make it happen. But like you said, it wasn't the best that you could have brought, and athletes don't understand that.
Yeah, it's kind of like when Elliot told me, like I got butthurt a little bit, but Elliot's like, I trust that they do with everything. Dude's smarter than I go to the doctor and try to talk to him about stuff, and like they don't even know half the shit I talk about. Oh, yeah. That's like honestly, I hate going to the doctor. Besides, give me my blood work, let me have my blood work, and I'm taking it to Elliot. Yeah, we're reading over it.
Is he still coaching you?
No, he's not. Okay. I have Daniel Sullivan. He's over kind of like in Mobile area where I'm at.
Okay, cool. So somebody local then.
Yeah, so like Elliot's down in like Panama City area. Okay. So I kind of like having like that like good personal level coaching type of thing. Right. Can't do like the online thing, like meeting up with me like once every couple of months. Just doesn't. And Elliot's like, he was the best coach I had, honestly. Yeah. Dude's very intelligent.
Yeah. And I think that's another thing, man, is knowing when to pull an athlete from a show. Like I'm very happy to hear that he was like, you know what, man, like we could probably be fine. But if he would have put you on stage, not at your best, and you lose, you're just going to get a sour taste in your mouth and maybe never compete or maybe not compete for a long time. So I think he did the right thing.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I think that's something I actually have to learn is like, it's just hard to do because some people, man, they really just want to step on stage. Like they want to enjoy it. They want to have a good time. But it's like in doing that, they get last place or they'll get like fourth place and then never compete again or blame me and be like, oh, but then how are you going to blame me when I only had you for 5 weeks? It's like super confusing, man. And it's really tough to control those athletes, man, when you get close to show and they don't get the place they want. You know,
he's been straight, like he's one of the straight up like coaches. It was not buddy. I remember I wanted to do a show, like we was talking about it. We started for like 2 or 3 weeks and I had I had to go out of town and like take care of some family stuff. And I came back and I was like, let's do this one, other family stuff. I was like, I need to get like financials, make sure everything's good before I do this prep. He knew that, but he straight up told me, he's like, dude, stop pulling in and out of shows. He's like, it's either you're going to fucking do it or you're not. Like, you keep on saying you're going to do it, set your mind to it, let's fucking get going. And he's like, and let's roll with it. And that's what we did. And then he told me, he's like, yeah, I don't think Monster Class is going to be it. And I was so hurt. But at the end of the day, like, he's always been straight up. Like, he's not going to he's not taking a client to stage unless he knows they're taking overall. Yeah. Like, that's how he is.
Gotcha.
And, I mean, he just had one of his clients.
I know.
2 pro courts.
Yeah, homeboy. Yeah, he's a good boy. Man, what the hell's his name again? Oh, my God. He's right there. I talked to him all weekend. I should know his name. Just getting on the brain fire. But he's amazing. He won the bodybuilding overall, and he won bodybuilding in his class, and then he won I think he got second classic, and he got 2 pro cards.
Yeah, he got 2 pro cards. Yeah, DeAndre was one of his clients, but that was an NPC show. Yeah. He won both his overalls. But then he went to junior nationals and got his pro card in men's physique.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's tough, and I don't know. We'll put people on stage even if they're not ready. I mean, it's okay.
I think it's like a case-by-case scenario. I actually think I'm a little like, I know my clients really well. I know what clients that I need to like kind of baby and use like emotional intelligence with them. And then I have really great athletes, and my athletes that are probably have the most potential, I'm probably the hardest to. And like, if people heard our conversations, they would probably think like I'm mean or that was insensitive.
Yeah.
Like, I had a girl who just did amazing. She won first in her open class. We got judges' feedback, and she looked at me and she goes, "Tell me straight up right now, honestly, should I go step on a national stage?" And I was kind of looking at her. She goes, "Raven, just tell me." I said, "No." I said, "You're not ready." I said, "We can go there if you want to have fun, for funsies to get the experience, but you're not going to get a pro card." I said, "We need more time in the off season." And she came back and she thanked me for that. Right. But then I have other clients where I know that like, that's not their goal, is to be the best of the best and to walk on stage and be able to one shot it and know they're going to get that pro card. Some people do just want to get on stage. So I think like that is like a super case by case scenario. But yeah, I mean, the ones that I'm like, even Kinsey, we were friends outside of coaching. But I was really harsh with her, and she'll be straight up and she'll tell you that like, I told her, I'll know if you're fucking cheating. Like, and she liked that, and she did phenomenal. She was one place away from an overall at her first show.
Yep.
And then, I do know that I do need to be like a little bit nicer, more sensitive. Some of our other clients that, their goal isn't to step on stage and bring the best package.
Yeah, like it's the ones like you can tell which ones want to go to nationals. Who wants to like push and make this kind of like something of a second lifestyle than it is compared to like I want to step on stage for just like the fun pictures and then never walk back out. So it's, you can kind of tell with that personality though. I mean, but then again, I bet it's probably a little dealing with 50 people at a time. So
It is. They're not my favorite ones, but like sometimes it is nice to be able just to see their joy on their face, like when they get to do it. But then it is hard when you have those people that say they just want to do it and then they get to stage and then they're still disappointed. And it was like, I tried to tell you.
Yeah. That's
I think the more I grow in this sport, I realize that I'm only putting people on a national stage if they're ready.
Yeah.
Like, but even if let's be honest, like this year, everyone got first call outs. Literally everybody. I don't think we've not have a first call out this entire year. I mean, Julia got last place, but we moved her fit model, and
now
she got
she's
first
almost
place.
there. Now
and
she's
she
almost there.
She almost got first place. She got fourth. So I feel like you gotta be smart, man. And again, don't waste your money. If you're not ready, man, you're not ready.
Yeah.
Like if you have second doubts, you're not fucking ready. Yeah. I mean, Raven knew she wasn't ready the first couple times, but we went there for the experience, and sometimes that's okay,
I think it's okay to do it once for the experience, but then I think it gets a point where it's disrespectful to the judges and the other competitors at a national level. Like if you want to go have fun at amateur shows. Like that's what they're there for. Test the waters, see if you like it. If you need to go to a national show because you have the finances and you want that more competitive. Well, first off, go to the Mel Chancey Holiday Classic. If that's overwhelming to you, do not go to a national show. Yeah. Start there. Make that like your mini nationals. I mean, speaking of nationals, I think they're giving away too many pro cards, but that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, we can go on a run on that. Maybe we'll talk about that one next time because that is a mess. We'll really quickly run over, right? Usually, guys, they're supposed to not give out pro cards unless there's 5 people in a class. Yeah. Okay. I'm happy because I would be fucking livid if I brought Natalia, one of my beasts, and Brianna to a show, another one of my beasts, and they came ready for battle, but there wasn't any people there for the pro card. It's just not fair because I paid all the money, right? Technically speaking, if I was an athlete, I paid all the money. Brianna paid all the money to go there and compete. It's kind of fucked up. So what we talked about a lot of times is maybe they need to shrink the classes, shrink the classes. So if so that way, if there's only 3 here, we're going to shrink the classes until there's 5. And then we keep shrinking until if there's 2 classes, there's 2 classes. And then you give out pro cards of that because then it actually becomes competitive, right? Yeah. Because you can't just keep giving out pro cards to fat people, man. Like that's
first
ridiculous.
And second places getting pro cards.
There's only 5 people in my class that got pro cards.
There's technically, so when Natalia turned pro, right, there was only 3 people in her class. She destroyed everybody but one girl in the whole show. But she came ready for battle, right? Yeah. No one's going to touch her besides the one girl, and it was close. At what was that, Universe, right? So she was top 2 in the whole show, Universe. But she only had 3 girls in her class. So if they did not give her a pro card that day, how's that fair though?
So technically there's supposed to be 5 people in a class for you to get awarded a pro card. But then if there's not, they're not technically supposed to give you one, but they do anyway because like Matt said, financially you invested all that. But then you have Universe where there's 3 people in a class. First place gets a pro card. That one I can kind of see they beat at least 2 people. But then now your second place person's also getting a pro card. They only beat 1 person that probably wasn't even decent. But honestly, if I got a pro card but came in second place, that to me, like, I would just be so unhappy. I would have been like, I don't even deserve the pro card because somebody beat me. Like, what is the freaking point of a second place pro card?
They're making more divisions and stuff too now. It's kind of like,
yeah, we've talked about that.
They're expanding. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there's some girls out there that do look like they've been like training and competing, but when a 19-year-old kid and stuff like that, no disrespect to anybody's out there, but you have not took the time to develop actually.
Yeah.
19 years old, come on.
Yeah, and that's going to happen though. You know what I'm saying? It's money. They want to make more money. The NPC, they deserve to make more money. Like it is what it is. I wouldn't say deserve it. I mean, I got mixed feelings there because we could go over that. I want to actually do a documentary, guys, and I want to go on and follow where this money goes because I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to get banned from the NPC. But I'm just saying, like, there's something's going on in this sketch. But anyway, Patrick, thank you so much for coming on, man. We're gonna have to wrap it up, guys. Listen, we have to like and we have to subscribe. Okay. And there is a lot of you guys that are watching this right now that are not subscribed. So just hit that subscribe button and let us know if you want to hop on this podcast because Patrick here did reach out and we got him on the podcast. So if you want to be on this podcast, message me, message Raven, and we'll get you guys going.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
Cool. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.